Right guys, so you've set up your kit at the start of the workshop and you've done what you need to do, you've done your tasters, you've done your workshop, and now it's time to stick them away. The first thing you're going to want to do is make sure that everything's off. The power button's located on top of the volume button on the left hand side of the kit, so make sure that's off. Yamaha, turn down all the volumes and then turn it off. Make sure you turn the Yamaha off before unplugging it because, as I've already said, it'll make bad noises. Right, the next thing you want to do is you can either start with the Yamaha or start with the kit. Yamaha, you just unplug it, do that, blah, done. On the drum kit, you want to make sure that all the cables are out from the jack lead that's plugging into the Yamaha and also the ones that connect the brain to the drums. So we'll just, it doesn't matter if they're clean, you preferably want them so they're not going to get tangled or stretched when they're packed away, but just unplug it all. Make sure you unplug it because when it's packed away and if it's still, the leads are still in the drums, it can lead to the twisting of wires and the breaking of wires, and we don't want that. So first thing you want to do, I prefer to get rid of the pedals first as it saves me a lot of hassle of trying to remember to take them away. So take them off and just put them back in the bags, but I'll do that last. So once you've got all the leads out, make sure all the leads are out. You'll then start from the bottom up. You will start with, if you want left or right, I'll start with the left. Take everything from the brain and all the drums to the top of where your what do you call it, left side is, or right side. So the brain, bring that all the way up to where it's nice. Preferably you want it in between your tom 1 and your hi-hat to make sure that it doesn't get crushed by anything else. So all the way up, and then with the tom and the hi-hat, push that up so it's facing upright, and that stops any sort of bashing. For the tom, maybe leave that down, that's up to you, but for the sake of that, that's fine. The right side, we're going to do the same, but for the bass drum, pedal and drum, just lift it up, push it in so it's clipping with the frame, and then lock that up, so just tighten that. For this, we'll come back to this, you'll mess with this once you start to sort of compact it, which we're not trying to do at the moment. So, like the other side, tom 3 all the way up to the top, tighten that, and then push them upright so they fit together quite nicely, like that. As for the cymbals, we want to make sure that the cymbals, when they're down, they're facing outwards or towards everyone else. So make sure that it's all the way down, clip it, it's a rough job, and then put it down. Same with this side. Perfect. Now what you want to do is, like at the start when we were setting up, find the clip that controls the leg, loosen that and then bring it all down. Try not to tighten it so much that you can't, there you go. Like I said earlier, make sure your wires aren't in the way. Try and keep them in a better place so you don't get caught in them. Good example. Do the same with the other side. Right, so if you get something similar to this, you're kind of in the right place. Next thing what you'll want to do is kind of compact it, which you'll need your, whatever you call this, I still don't know the name of it, but the foam thing, and make sure that this is facing inwards. This is going to be what's kind of keeping this up so it doesn't fall off and then everything goes not very well. So lift that like halfway between that and the frame. Like that. Once again, make sure your wires aren't in the way. Then you'll compact it to the point where you can hopefully get the foam block around it. This just makes sure that the kit doesn't collapse in on itself. Like that. And then that's that compact. Now trying to get it back in the bag, first of all, before I forget, make sure these are in the right bags. So the bass drum pedal goes in the bigger one. You'll want to make sure you do this as the bass drum pedal will go in before the actual kit, just to save that space. Right, so the first thing you want to do when you're trying to put it back in the bag is take your bass drum pedal and stick it in the top right corner of your bag. This is so that when you put your drum kit in, that it's not taking up all the space, because once you put in your kit and you try and put in your bass drum pedal, it's going to cause a lot of problems. Next thing you want to do, take your electric drum kit. Now this is usually a two-man job, so if you've got a pal, try and get them to help you out with that. So I don't have any pals, so I'm doing it myself. We're going to try, what you want to do is make sure your snare drum is facing the same way as the corner you've put your bass drum in, because it's only got one leg, and you'll put the leg to the left hand side of your bass drum pedal. So when you lift it in, make sure it goes in. Make sure your bag's low. Make sure that your kit also isn't clipping the edges of your bag, as that will cause issues when you're trying to zip it up. So just like that. It fits nicely. Make sure that your snare, your hi-hat pedal goes in as well. It just slots in the back of the bag like that. And that goes in like that. As for the power cable, make sure the power cable is wrapped up or just kind of kept together. I prefer to wrap it, but don't wrap it too tight because it will break the wire. So just make sure it's kind of together. So just keep it together and then put it in the front of your drum bag. Also make sure your drumsticks aren't left behind either, because you obviously need them. Take a kit cut there. So that's the actual drum kit away. Make sure you pack away your Yamaha, your extension, your kettle lead and jack lead as well. They're just as important as the kit.